10!
Yay! Double digits!
I'm Sallie.
And I'm Allyn.
We're the Woolslayers.
Welcome.
Welcome. We've gotten a ton of new subscribers since last time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome, welcome. We hope you enjoy. Please like the video if you do.
Thumbs up.
And tell your friends and make sure you're subscribed. How are you?
I'm good.
I missed you.
I know.
It's been like 2.5 weeks.
It has. We're 2 days later on recording, so it feels so much longer.
I know. And I knew it was going to happen, but man, I was like, it needs to happen. Like, I've got too much to talk about.
I know. And then we're trying not to spoil things for each other.
So we can't, we try not to talk in between. You know, I mean, we talk, but we try not to talk too in depth. And it's like, I just want to know what you're knitting. Just tell me.
I want to know what you thought about this. And here's what I'm excited about. So here we are. We finally get to talk about
I've got mounds of things. You've got a little
I've
pile.
got a few.
You're not. My mountains.
We traveled.
Bigger, but yeah. But anyway, welcome. I am Sallie. You can find me on Ravelry and just Ravelry.
Yep.
Pass. As Sallie Wren.
And I'm on Ravelry as Allyn Loves Yarn.
You can find us on Instagram as Woolslayers Podcast and Facebook as Sal and Al the Woolslayers. We have a Facebook page too, so join that. And we do give out time-sensitive free patterns and knit-alongs that you need to register for. You know, stuff that we're not going to be able to tell you before we record again. So you definitely want to like either of those so that you're in the know, because we tell some good stuff.
Yes, we do.
I wanted to quick remind you that the tank along is almost over. That is our knit along in our Ravelry group. That is for Stacy's snoring.
Oh yeah.
We have a snoring dog again.
I could put her in the other room, but then she just
Hashtag
comes sit
snoring
next
dog.
to me.
Yeah, no, it's fine. She's sweet, but just so you know,
Yeah.
it's not my stomach growling. The tank along is ending. Next podcast, we will draw a winner for the Mad Tosh yarn in the Mala color.
That's so pretty.
And this adorable Happy Yarn bag from Erin Lane. There's her tag.
I can't believe the colors match so well
I
with
know.
that yarn.
I know.
Like, it's not even a kit. And
Nope.
It goes together.
It's a Sallie made kit.
Right.
Sallie special. So that's the price for the tank along. So if you have knit, even if you didn't finish it, if you have knit on a tank top or short sleeved top or sweater, I mean,
In 2017.
aren't they all called sweaters?
I know,
Even
right?
if they're short sleeve. Like, I think this is a sweater technically.
Yeah.
In 2017, you need to enter that into our thread so that we can pull a winner. You can't win if you don't enter. Look at my little yarn baby.
It does.
Okay, so that's the tank along price.
Okay.
I also, do you have any admin-y type stuff? Because I've got a couple things right now. Okay. I also wanted to announce the new giveaway because as of today we have 424 subscribers.
Gosh.
We love each and every one of you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe it.
I know. That means we need to start talking about a 500 subscriber giveaway.
Yep.
So I brought it. Why am I singing? Okay, I'll tell you all about why I keep singing at the end when I recommend a new podcast to you.
And I don't even know who this is. Like, I'm dying to know. It's driving me nuts.
Okay, so for the 500 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to post a picture on Instagram, and I'm not going to make you repost it because I know people hate that because it takes 2 steps. And
Why doesn't Instagram just have a function for that?
Why doesn't Instagram do a lot of things? Why doesn't Instagram let you have a direct link? Let's not go there.
That one hasn't bothered me yet, but I'm new to
You can't
Instagram.
link stuff. What? Anyway. Love you, Instagram.
Yeah.
So, what you're going to do is all you have to do is just like literally take a screenshot of my picture. That's easy, right? And then you're going to post it under your on your Instagram feed with a hashtag. We're going to put it here. Hashtag 500 Woolslayers. Because you're all Woolslayers.
Yes.
Even if you only knit acrylic. You're still a Woolslayer to us.
Right.
Should be knit slayers, but that doesn't. I like Woolslayers.
Yeah. There's some crocheters too.
Exactly. So whatever. And I think in England don't they call all yarn wool? So there you go.
Do they?
I think so. I don't know. We're gonna go with it. So you ready to see the prize?
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
Bam! Oh, look, it even focused on command
I know.
too.
And it's got sparkles.
Oh, those sparkles are really showing up.
I know.
That's awesome.
This is Western Sky Knits. Can't get the tag, but Western Sky Knits. You bought this
at DFW
at
Fibre
DFW Fibre Fest. So this is donated by Allyn. Thank you, Allyn. You're welcome. I want it. Can I have it?
I know. There were quite a few in our local knitting group that wanted it.
I know. Western Sky Knits in the Twinkle Sock, which is 75, 20, and 5. So superwash merino, nylon, and 5% stellina. 438 yards in the Chocolate Cherries color.
There we go. Kind of.
Bam. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I need this.
I know. Maybe I'm regretting this.
I know. I'm like, I kind of want to dye my hair like with those red.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it look like my hair but with highlights? If I was like
with purple
if I was cool and had
pink streaks.
If I was cool and had cool hair color. Oh, and that's not all.
No.
I gotta stop singing. It's awful. Bam. Another Erin Lane bag, and it's nerdy. I don't know if you can see, but the background.
It does have it.
Behind the little faces, it has like equations. Can you see that?
There you go.
Even it says forever. So it's a little bit equation and a little. It's like geek one.
Math and
get your geek on.
That's cute.
8-bit forever. Yeah, so it says little cute things, but look at the little nerds. I love them. So this is another Erin Lane bag, and I think it goes pretty good with that.
Very nice.
And then I also have this random thing that I was sent with something else. This came as a freebie, and it cracks me up, but someone's gonna get this. Let's see if it'll show up. So it's like Venus de Milo blowing a bubble, and we can't decide if it's stamped.
I think it's printed.
I don't know.
It's too uniform to be stamped.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's printed.
That's true. It's probably printed.
They might have done something for the color.
Oops. It's on a page from New Moon, one of the Twilight books. See that? So it's done over that. So I just thought it was cute. I don't know.
Maybe you know someone in your life that loves Twilight.
Yeah. And the picture, even if you don't, like, the picture is cute.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought that's a good little 500 subscriber prize. And so I'm going to post that on, I got to put this in here so I don't squish it. I'll post that on Instagram, and you just screenshot my picture and post it on your wall with, is it a wall on Instagram? I don't know. Whatever, your feed. With the hashtag
InstaFeed.
500, yes, 500 Woolslayers, and tag us so that we can tag at Woolslayers Podcast. And then we'll just pull from all those people that did that. You get a prize. I'm excited. I love giving stuff away. Okay, so is that all my admin? Gosh, it's just so hard to run a podcast. No, that's it. Okay, so.
Well, first let's talk about Hurricane Harvey.
Yes.
So.
We are in Texas, but we are so far north, you guys. We had some people, asking if we're fine. We are totally fine. DFW is like 5 hours away from where the flooding is. We're so north.
Yeah.
Allyn's mom lives in Houston.
Phyllis is in Houston, and there was one harrowing night. because I came out from putting the boys to bed because she lost her phone, her landline, which for years, ever since Rita and Ike, which was like 12 years ago, she has said, you need a landline. You must have a landline, not a cordless phone, a plug into the jack, need no power landline for emergencies.
You don't have to have power for that?
No, you don't have to have power for your...
Tell how long it's been since I had a
plug-in phone,
landline.
right? So, but this time her landline was out.
Oh, Phyllis.
I know. And her internet was out, but she had power and she had water and, I mean, water from the faucet. And
yeah. Not water like everyone else had.
And so I came out from putting the boys to bed, and Mark, my husband, was watching the news, and they were talking about helicoptering people out from their roofs less than a mile from my mom.
Oh my gosh.
So then I call her, because she never floods.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
yeah.
Never floods.
Yeah,
And so I called her and was like, Mom, hello. She never she didn't answer.
No.
She was on the other line.
Oh, okay.
So she called me back in like 10 minutes. But my first thought was,
she just got helicoptered.
She lost power.
Wasn't able to call me.
Couldn't charge her phone. And now it's dead. And now I have no idea what's going on.
See, that would be me, because my phone's always dead. Yeah. Oh gosh. But she was fine.
She was fine. She, in fact, she was here on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because we were traveling together, and she was planning on going home on Saturday. We knew nothing about this storm until we got to my house on Thursday afternoon.
That's when they first started.
And I was like, Mom, I think you need to go home. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go home. And so...
Yeah, don't wait for the weekend.
I know.
That's not good.
So, because her house never floods.
Yeah.
It has never flooded. She's been through so many hurricanes. And we really weren't worried about the hurricane part of it. It was just the flooding part
aftermath,
of it.
yeah.
So we got her food. She talked to a couple neighbors, and they said no water. There's no water left on the shelves. So got her some gallons of water up here.
Good idea.
And then she drove home Friday, and she got there about 1 o'clock on Friday and was fine. Got home, and then the rain started. The highest it did get the highest it's ever gotten. It got to... She had about an inch of water on her back porch, on her back patio, and on her front patio. And but that meant she still had another 6 to 7 inches before it would even start coming in the house. And that's as high as it got. And then it drained away. Which only means...
She have a house, like a house?
She has a house, but her house it's one of those little bungalow houses, and it's 80, 90 years old.
Gotcha. And
the majority of the houses on her street are like that. There are some big houses where they've torn the little ones down. But she said that 2 houses down from her, they flooded, and that resident has lived there her whole life, and it's never flooded. So it can happen. As much as I say my mother's house has never flooded.
Right.
It can happen. But I will say she did not go through any of what we've seen on the news.
It's devastating.
It's incredible. And I've been following Suburban Stitcher on her Instagram account, and
I messaged her.
It's incredible. It's amazing. I cannot believe the water.
I told her to stay safe and stay sane.
Yeah.
And she said,
right.
I was like, it might have been too late.
Right.
And that was before she even got evacuated.
Oh,
so Diane,
I know.
I'm so sorry. She's not at home. She
right.
got, and then the house that she evacuated to
was getting close
almost
to
flooded.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
So it's pretty bad down there.
It's pretty bad.
If you can, there's a couple of crafters that are donating proceeds. We're in Texas, so a lot of the local people that I know are donating proceeds. Or any sales they have, they donate the profits to rescue efforts. I saw Lolo Did It is donating. There's quite a few other crafters, I'm sure. There's the American Red Cross. The New York Times put out a really good list of charities that you can donate to and how to recognize a reputable charity, because that's important also. Because lots of, unfortunately, people pop up and say, I'm giving to such and such, give me and I'll get it to them, and then they're not really.
No.
Which
is disgusting,
so
by the
wrong.
way.
Yeah. So, make sure you do your due diligence before you actually donate.
But please don't let that stop you from giving. Like, just try to find.
American Red Cross is always safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if it doesn't come to this specific one, there will be more disasters for the American Red Cross to go to.
Right.
So, that's what's going on here.
It's insane.
Yeah. But
insane. So our thoughts, our love is with all of you that have been affected.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know you're safe.
I know.
Because I know we have some Houston viewers.
Yeah.
Let us know how we can help.
Mm-hmm.
I just have that like helpless feeling.
Right. And also, we are far enough away that it's kind of hard to believe it's happening down there.
Yeah. Like it's hard to believe it's in our state.
Right. Right.
It feels like when you see it on the news, it's like a different country.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
And I grew up there, so like watching it on the news and seeing.
You're like, I know exactly how tall that is,
right.
and it's water level.
Right. Right. So
crazy.
It is.
So yes, our thoughts are with you, and reach out. Let us know what people can do.
Yeah, please do.
I would love to hear from someone who's in it and has been helped, and I would love to know what actually helped them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to happier things.
Yes.
Let's distract some people.
All right.
Should we talk about should we show our fiber company yarn?
Yes.
So you're going to be watching this on September 1st, which is the day that we are allowed to show off the new fall colors that we received from the Fibre Company as yarn ambassadors. That was our job. Mm-hmm. And I was super...
And I knit like it was my job.
Girl! I always do, but
That's
yes.
True.
I really felt even more like, yes, I have to, honey. I can't cook dinner, I'm knitting. It's my job. But I was super nervous. Not nervous because I would have accepted any yarn with open arms, but I was like, what if they send me lace weight and I'm gonna have to like get it done in a week?
Right.
But they didn't. They sent us bulky.
Yay!
Woo woo! So it got done.
Which is good too, because I don't normally knit with bulky.
I don't either. I usually shy away from bulky. It's not my favorite. We live in Texas also, so there's not a lot of opportunity to wear bulky items. I think I've knit with probably when I first started knitting, I gravitated to bulky.
Because you think it's going to be easier, but it's not necessarily.
Not. Oh my gosh. And especially going, as usually I knit sock weight, going to this, I was like, oh my God. We're wrapping the yarn.
Right.
I told Mitch, I was like, it feels like I'm like riding a bike holding these. I think I used 11s.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to show our FOs or our skeins first? I only have one.
I know. I have skeins.
They sent us each. We each got 2 colors, but we each got two skeins. I got 2 colors, she got 2 colors. Right. So we will be able to show you 4.
Yes.
Which
and
is
we
exciting.
Each got 2 skeins of each color.
Yes, we each got 2 skeins of each color. So we each got 4 skeins. You want to hold them up?
Bam! And my white
Yours
is totally blowing
out.
But it, let me see if I do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, look at those speckles!
So there's speckles in it. And
oh my gosh.
I love this
Okay,
yarn.
and whoever picked out which yarn to send to which yarn ambassadors, you're a sneaky genius because you sent Allyn her yarn, which is her colors, and you sent me mine. So someone did some stalking. Like they thought this through. This is not
there we go. That's good.
Yes.
There's little blips of blue right there, and
the orange
yellow
and yellow. Oh my gosh, it's yeah. I know.
And then this is the other one I got.
Oh. So we each got two skeins of a solid and 2 skeins of a speckle. And I can't show you. I used every inch of my speckle.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you playing yarn chicken?
Not really. I'll tell you why in a minute because it was kind of like an optional thing, but I did use. And so this is my solid.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, when Sallie texted me the picture of it, I was like, oh,
I mean, look.
they had to have stalked you.
Because this is so, remember, wasn't it just last episode that I was like, I promise I'll stop with the teal.
Right? Or not. The universe is telling you something, Sallie.
I know. Not only teal, but I also got teal and white. Because this is my other color. And I'm just going to show you mine.
It's crunchy.
That's my other color. Oh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's got it right there. Oh. Okay. For those of you who are chomping at the bit to buy it.
I know.
Because you should be.
Yes.
This one is called Blue Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the solid one is called Blue Lagoon, and this is the Fibre Company Tundra. Tundra is the base. Blue Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Do you know what's in this? 60% alpaca, 30% wool, 10% silk.
And it is like a cloud.
Yes, please.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've knit with 100% alpaca, and while it is gorgeous and soft, it like you're constantly like
fibers
fuzzing. Okay, and this has like a couple of fuzzes that come out of it, but I think that silk is what just kind of holds it all together, and it makes it so strong. Like it doesn't want to break apart because silk is so strong. And then that 30% of wool really kind of tames that alpaca, because alpaca tends to grow.
Oh, does
And
it?
so when you put in wool and silk, it makes it hold its shape better. Oh, I'm so impressed with this blend, y'all.
When I
my
felt
gosh.
it, when I pulled it out of the package, I was like, oh.
It's like, it is a cloud. I mean, there's no other, or a marshmallow maybe.
Marshmallow, yeah.
But it's so soft. And look, it's like,
it's a 2-ply.
squish.
So it's a 2-ply, very lightly spun.
Yes.
You're
Oh
not gonna
man,
see
look
it.
at that. No, I can see it.
My
Yeah.
head is.
Look at that twist.
Oh, maybe if I get in. There you go. I know.
I'm stealing
why
the
do I
show.
try to do this? Why? Why do I try?
It just wants to see
I
me.
know. There we go. Right around Sallie's face.
Anyway.
You would have thought, but each ply is twisted itself. Like it is for sure.
Yeah, it's not like one of the, because I'm really.
It's not a roving.
Are you lazy like me? And I'm always just like, instead of cutting my yarn, I just go and
No,
I pull it.
not at
I pull
all.
it.
I never do that.
I so do.
I'm
But
scared.
you can't with this.
Oh,
You
tried.
it's so strong.
Oh,
It's like
that is the silk.
it doesn't break, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, also, this is the most perfect yarn to spit splice ever.
Did you?
Yes.
It's
spit spliced like a dream because you.
Oh, because you can pull them apart.
Yeah, it's literally 2 plies, so you literally just go like that. And of course
I know.
Snoring dog. Okay, so I separated it like that, and I cut one off, and then I did, and then the other end that I was splicing it to, I did the same thing. And
then you spit those
and then
two
I did the
together.
spit, and I did the felting. I rubbed it, and this is actually, I did have like I had a little left of one skein, and I spit spliced it onto my other one, and I can't even find it. I know I've passed it, and I didn't
Just to not waste
I didn't
an
even
inch
find
of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Is it there?
I can't find it.
I don't know. I can't see a difference.
Amazing. So, do you want to show our?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So this this is the same for all of them.
Yes. So Tundra's the same for all of them.
But the colors are different.
My colors. So this is salmon.
Very accurately named.
Sockeye salmon. Yes, very accurately named sockeye salmon. And this one is krill, which I think is brilliant too.
Yeah.
Because
it's only fair I've done it to you.
Because it's like, krill is little. Now it's going to get her face. Krill is little, and there's just little bits of color in there. And it
that's neat.
I just love
even
the
just
speckle.
because I had the same. My speckle had that same creamy base.
Uh-huh.
Even that, I was like, that's the perfect cream.
Yes. Like,
Super. And I'm
cannot
not
wait.
saying this because they sent it to us. Like,
No.
I would tell you the
If we
truth.
didn't like it and they sent it to us, we might not be saying a whole lot.
Yeah, we'd be
"Here's
like,
what I made."
here, I made a pom-pom. It's lovely.
Right. Right.
No, I love it. And
Mhm.
I have
I do
knit
too.
with bulky before and hated it.
Oh.
And this, even though, I had to get used to using the size 11s,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't the yarn's fault. And
Right.
but once I got a rhythm, oh my gosh, this flowing through your fingers.
Oh, it feels so
It
good.
feels like my hands are softer
Mhm.
after working with it. Like it's amazing.
I
Okay,
love
so you
it.
want to show your object?
You want me to do? You go first.
Well, we'll just show them at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It's got like tags everywhere.
Okay.
Oh wait, but first. hold
Yes.
on. We're gonna tease you a little bit longer
Oh.
because I did want to.
Oh yeah, the color.
So
card.
these are our two colors.
Oh,
Whatever.
I know.
And the names.
There we go.
I just am super impressed with all. Look at this card.
No, it's so cute.
Everything they do, and even just their super, just simple logo. I'm super impressed with how they lay out their. Everything's so classy.
Yeah.
Like their design aesthetic, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
I love
It's
it. Everything
just
is
beautiful.
Everything is so pretty and clean.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find a good example of it, but I'm just
You know.
I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so I was going to show you some of their other colors.
Oh right. Here, you want mine?
It's stapled together. It's
Oh.
fine. Look at that, y'all.
Those are the other colors that
Oh.
Tundra is available in. Those are current colors. We haven't seen all of the new colors.
Yeah, we don't know
We
for
only
sure.
got these 4.
These might be the new colors, though,
You
right?
think?
I don't know. Why would they send them to us otherwise?
I don't know.
I want that purple, that pinky.
Yes, I want this whole line from
That's
the
true.
pink
Yeah.
over to this light gray.
Just send
I'm
all of
gonna
it.
Do
I
that.
love all of it. I'll
And
buy
then-
it all.
But then I want this
Mm-hmm.
and the navy and the next one.
They're so pretty, and that just that little bit of silk makes them so shiny.
Mm-hmm.
But like my finished object is not. Excuse me, it's not shiny
Mm-mm.
at all.
Mine's not either.
It just glows. Like it's just. Anyway, okay, so let's show our finished objects. What did you make?
I made a cowl. Shocker.
Yeah.
I made
Oh my
triphasic,
gosh.
and it is
Triphasa. Sorry, I yelled while you said it.
triphasic, and it is because there's the designer explained because there's 3 parts to it. There's the 4x4 rib,
Oh.
there's 2 color brioche, and then there's the lace here. It's a free pattern, y'all.
No way.
I know. And I wasn't even looking for a free pattern. I was gonna pay
You're
for
like,
a
no, I
pattern.
would just love this one.
But
Wow.
it was I mean, it just popped out at me when I did my search on Ravelry.
Yeah, it's perfect because those
Yeah.
little blips of color in the speckle
Mhm.
poking through
And that's
in the
other
brioche.
side, in the brioche.
Oh, it's
I mean, it's
so-
just so neat.
Oh my gosh, and it feels like
It's still wet.
it is. Yeah, I
It's
will
still a
say.
little wet. It holds some water.
Yes, mine took a couple of days to dry, and mine's a lot. You'll see when I show mine. Mine's a lot less thick than yours. So because of what project I did.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
So,
that color is amazing on you.
oh, thank you. And I will tell you, this is exactly the color my mother loves. I thought about giving it to her, but I don't think I'm gonna keep it.
Oh my God, right there. That is how
So,
you would style it.
Right there. And you can't see my pants, but my pants are almost the exact
Pull your
same
knee
color.
up. Can you get a knee up? Look at that. Oh, it's perfect. With that shirt.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
the brioche.
I mean, I love
Oh.
pink, so, but that is
I love it.
amazing.
I just love it. It's squishy and
It's so squishy.
And what I want to do with this is I want to make a hat.
Oh my gosh. like a slouchy kind of.
I don't know, or maybe a beanie with a big palm on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cute.
But you'll see in the next episode. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking a hat, and I have this much pink left.
Oh.
I also had, or the salmon, I had this much of the other skein
Oh my
of
gosh,
this.
you've got so much left.
So
I don't.
I have plenty to. I mean, I can make a
Yeah.
third project.
You could. You could just. Yeah.
No.
My
But I love
project was a yarn eater.
Yes,
Oh my
yours
gosh,
was.
it looks so pretty.
I just so.
So
happy.
I used every bit of 3 skeins, except I literally put like, I don't know, 4 inches or something on this, just because. This is every inch of 3 skeins. And I love it.
It is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, it's too big to show.
I know, right? Wow.
Look at that.
And look at the pom-poms.
Tassels!
Oh, they're so cute.
And that is why I didn't technically play yarn chicken, because I could
right.
have put less yarn in.
Mm-hmm.
I could have made a skinnier
Right.
tassel, but who wants that?
So you used all of this color.
I used this is 2 skeins of the Barent Sea.
When it focuses, man, it's pretty.
I know. This is 2 skeins minus, I kept out like 17 grams for a tassel.
Yeah.
They're fat. I like
I
them.
love them.
I do too. And then this is a whole skein.
I know.
Stacy, roll over.
I know, right?
Roll over. That's what I yell at my husband. Is that not work for it? And this, so I color blocked it because I didn't have enough.
Oh, so this isn't part of the pattern to
This
color
is
block?
the Sonder shawl.
Okay.
From Helen Stewart's Shawl Society. I think it's the first one. I own both. And I think Sonder was in the first Shawl Society. So when I was looking for patterns, I was like, oh, I had thought I was never going to be able to knit the Sonder shawl.
Because you don't buy bulky.
I don't knit with bulky.
Uh-huh.
I might have to rethink that now.
Right.
Because this was so fun. So what I did is I was like, oh, I really wanted to make the Sonder shawl, but I only have 2 skeins of each color. And I was like, color block it. I thought about fading it, and then I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But
Color block.
I literally knit until I was almost out of this, and then I started this on this eyelet row on purpose because
it's in the middle of
doesn't it look cute?
That is perfect.
To have half your eyelet.
Yes.
I thought that was cute.
Yes.
I didn't want to, start it like in the middle of.
Right.
I just thought that was funny.
No, that's perfect.
And so then I had enough to make 1 tassel with the speckle. It's so fun. And then I made 1 with the solid. And then I made 1 that's a mixture. I had a little bit left of I put both in that one. But it's mainly solid.
So cute.
But with just a little bit of.
Oh, I love those tassels. They're big and fat. And
I know. And in this yarn, they're just like.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a makeup brush. Oh. Man, that would be spoiled.
And they really, it is staying together. They're not unraveling.
No,
the ends are fuzzy. But
I've been playing with
anything.
Yeah, and I'm constantly rubbing them. And look
love
at
it.
this stitch definition.
Yeah.
And this is on a size 11, so it's loose. It's loose gauge, but man, look at that stitch definition.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
In those stockinette. Shut up.
I know.
And I just thought, technically, I don't even know. There's this shade of blue is hardly in the speckled.
It's true.
It's true, but they work
They do work well
good together because they're in that family.
Uh-huh. That's true, because at first I thought this was in the speckled.
It's really not.
No.
But I went with it, and it worked out. I love
I know.
Right there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Full skein of that, please.
Yep.
And so, gosh, talk about hard to style. You thought you had trouble with yours. This one, I'm like, I don't know how to wear it. So, it's like.
Do you wear both, or all 3?
Yeah.
Tassels
I had
in
it.
front?
I had it once. I don't know if I can. Oh gosh.
Can you bring that side up? Don't choke yourself.
Anyway, it's kind of like. Yeah, I didn't get this end up high
Can
enough.
you tie this with this.
Oh my gosh.
Like that?
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Maybe. I love tassels. Oh my gosh.
Okay, smile real big, and this will be our screenshot. Yeah, I know that you love tassels, so I kind of like channeled you, and
I know.
that's what, like, she says that in the pattern. I mean, the tassels are in the pattern.
Oh, right.
But I was definitely like, oh, I have to do that one.
Yeah, you do.
And I've owned both of those shawl societies, and I think I've maybe not.
You've made a few.
I don't know that I have from the actual shawl society.
Oh, really? That's surprising.
But I can't not be in on the secret because I have major FOMO. So I bought them both so that I could get
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing
out. It took me a minute, but yeah. You always do that in your project pictures, and you always have the best. I always go. Love it. Yeah.
Like, I'm so shocked at what I did. Yeah, one of my Fair Isle cowls, I think it's called Hilltop, and I had my hair like up in a top knot, like, meh, and no makeup on, and I finished it late at night, and I took the pic, and so I'm like that, and it got chosen as a pattern page picture. I was like, if I'd have known you were gonna pick it, I might have slapped on some mascara, but yeah. And so I don't know, it's my trademark to be like.
It is.
Funny.
I totally expect it. So when you were talking about stitch definition, I feel like I should show this a little closer.
Talk about stitch definition.
So
look at that.
This brioche is just phenomenal. I loved knitting this in brioche.
Those two yarns were meant to be brioche.
They were meant to be, and
that's amazing.
It's just so squishy. But then this lace is the same pattern, the same lace pattern as
Song of the Sea.
And it's that scalloping.
Like
so I'm like, I know how to do that.
Waves or whatever.
I did make a couple modifications.
Okay.
Just a couple. So it's triphasic, and it's a free pattern. But when I looked, and there's only like 12 or 14 projects on Ravelry for it. I don't know why, because it's very well written. It's a great. I mean, if you're brand new to brioche, it doesn't explain brioche enough.
Okay.
But if you know what you're doing with brioche, or you're willing to learn from a YouTube video or something elsewhere, it's good.
a good one to do.
Yeah. Because it's just straight. Around and around and around. No decreases. Well, you're supposed to. So it's 88 stitches here in the brioche, and you're supposed to reduce it down to 84. Because this lace is
to kind of
a 6 stitch repeat, and the original cowl, and by the designer, it was the same. The lace was the same width as the brioche. But then when I looked at everybody else's project page, the lace was like scrunched in. Well, I didn't want that. I wanted it to look like the project page. So instead of decreasing by 4 stitches, I increased by 2.
Oh.
So that I would have the right number repeat.
That makes sense.
And then I had to decrease again by 2 to have the right number for the 4x4 ribbing.
But it is a much less drastic change.
Right. So it stayed the same width.
Cool. It's so pretty.
And it just now having it on, it wasn't too hot.
I mean,
is yours too hot?
It's the silk. Anything with silk. Or cashmere, it's not as warm.
But yet it's warm.
It's warm, but it doesn't make you hot like wool.
Yeah. I think it'll breathe.
And
really
this has
nicely.
what did we say, 30% wool?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just feels. Oh, I can't wait to wear it this winter and
Come
have
on,
the
winter.
coat on and snuggle it up there. And then my hat, a matching.
Oh my
hat.
gosh. Yeah, I think with my this is all I have left.
I got a little fiber right there.
Yeah. This is all I have left, and I think I'm going to make a 2x2 by Tin Can Knits.
Oh,
which is just a little neck warmer, little buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have someone I think that I could gift it to. I mean, I want to keep it for myself, but when something's like screaming
somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like this will be a good marriage of yarn and pattern, and
person.
And it would a person to give it to. Yeah. Oh, I was also going to say, I searched it when we got the yarn, and I was like, okay, I have to figure out what I'm going to knit with this so that I can get started. So the first way I searched was I went into Ravelry, and I searched by bulky in the yardage, and kind of went from there. And I had, let's see, I found 2x2 right away because it was in my favorites. Mm-hmm. And I also looked at the cozy ribbed scarf, which is a lot like yours without mm-hmm. the brioche, and it was just one color. And I looked at Gaptastic.
Oh,
I almost made a Gaptastic.
I've made 2 Gaptastics.
I know that you love that pattern, yeah. So I was like, oh. But then I decided to search a different way, and I searched by the yarn. Uh-huh. I looked up mm-hmm. the Fibre Company Tundra, uh-huh. and then I searched. I filtered by what was in my favorites or in my library. I always mm-hmm. look at my favorites in my library first.
Me too. And favorite designers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good idea. I don't have a bundle for that, so that.
I don't either. It's so tangent Ravelry tip. Say you notice that you're favoriting a lot of a designer, the mm-hmm. same designer stuff. If you click on their name, like Hohi Locatelli, if you click on their name, it takes you to their Ravelry store page, and you can favorite that as a favorite designer. It'll pop up with the same favorites window with tags and stuff. I just do save. And then that way they're saved in your favorite designers, and in that box on the Ravelry search where it says in favorites, in library, it also has a line there for favorite designers.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just keep stuff in my favorites, in bundles in my favorites. Mm-hmm. So the first thing that popped up that was Fibre Company Tundra in my library was this. That's what she had used. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be one of those rare occurrences where I use the recommended yarn. It never happens. Right. So I was like, meant to be done. I never even
looked at it.
I was like, done. I will color block it. I will figure it out.
Right.
And I'm so happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy with it. I think it'll look so fun, like you said, like over your jacket. We don't really wear coats here.
No.
Like I basically wear a light jacket and then like a shawl. So bam.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna lint all over my my black coat like a lot of alpaca usually would.
Right.
And so I'm excited that now I still have enough to make a 2x2.
Mm-hmm. So, no, it was a lot of yarn.
It was.
Where did my other?
But this thing ate yarn.
Where did my other list go?
Your what?
My list of. It tore off. So.
Oh, of what you considered making? Did you put it on your phone?
No. Is it over here? No, it flew away. Pause. Okay, so when I did my search, I searched by bulky, 2 color projects, because I knew I wanted to use both colors in the same project because they just went so well together. Mm-hmm. And then I narrowed it down to necks, like anything for the neck. And this is the very first thing I saw on the full Ravelry search.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think this is it. So I sent it to Sallie right away. I was like, I'm going to make this. And then I was like, maybe I should see if there's something else out there. So the other things I considered were the shawl collar cowl from Pearl Soho.
I looked at that too.
Which would be the outside a solid and then the inside a solid, and it twists somehow. It's pretty cool.
It looks really cool.
I considered the large dog sweater by Tricothon. And then I decided, I love my dog.
Daisy doesn't get silk.
Right. This yarn does not belong on a dog.
Alpaca, wool, and silk. No.
No, too nice for the dog.
Yeah. Too nice for kids, too.
Right, totally. Then I considered the Swiss cross cowl, which is like a herringbone, and I think it's either, it might be in Tarja, but no, it's got to be Fair Isle.
I remember this one.
By Olga Buryaya Kefelian.
Okay.
So
obviously we're going to put a picture. Yeah.
Doesn't
help me right now.
I know, right?
But when I rewatch this, I'm going to be like, ooh.
Yeah. Right. So
It was.
But I just
It
and
was
I went
fun
back to
though.
this,
It was
like,
fun
it's
to.
just perfect.
It was fun to search and be like,
was.
what am I gonna make?
I know it was.
Thank you, Fibre Company. Thank you, Daphne.
We love
Kate.
it.
We love. Oh, this was the most fun opportunity ever. Like,
I know.
Just waiting for the yarn to come from the UK.
And then that was crazy because
yes, you barely.
Sallie texted me that she got hers on Saturday afternoon, and I was at soccer games all day, and she said Mitch had to sign for it.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
wasn't
like,
home.
Nobody's home to sign for it. What
I
if
know, I was so nervous.
And I was leaving at 6 a.m. the next day for
Yes.
Louisville, and
But they left it.
But they had left it, and I'm like, yes, I got it.
Because if they hadn't have, you wouldn't have gotten it before your
It
trip.
would be a whole week, and I don't know that I would be showing anything right now.
Just skeins?
Yes, just skeins. So, yeah.
Oh,
Love it. Your hair looks great.
Oh.
It always does.
There we go. Yes, I love everything about it. Gosh, kill me now. What? Get it together. Okay. So excited.
Yes. So I can't wait to knit some more and to see what the other colors are. We don't know what the other colors are.
Oh, okay. So we're Team Bright.
Team Bright.
Hashtag Team Bright.
Woo.
And
Big
so,
surprise based on the other
I
projects
know.
we've shown, right?
I mean, I love a gray, but I pair it with like a mint
a teal.
Basically. So check out hashtag Team Bright. There's the other team is Team Neutral, which I'm super excited to see what they're, because I do love neutrals.
We pair it with bright.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see those colors and follow the Fibre Company on Facebook and Instagram. Their pictures are they're breathtaking.
And there is, I feel a little bit of pressure to live up to the pictures that they do. I had my mom helping me. She's like, no, you need to put this here. And
I want like a dress form so that I can drape things around it because I'm like,
right.
And you get 14 necks and it's like, gosh. So then I drape it over my Swift. That's the closest thing I have, and I'll put the picture right there. That's the closest thing I have to a mannequin, except for my mannequin head, but it doesn't have shoulders.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, my pictures are not as pretty.
Yeah.
As their stuff is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I'm telling you, I love everything about their aesthetic. Like it's just so clean. Follow them, you guys,
Beautiful.
because
buy their yarn. Oh, it's amazing.
and show us what you make.
It's a woman-owned business. It's a small business.
It's
yes. Good company.
You will not regret it. Anyone who can make me enjoy bulky.
I go for bulky every now and then, just
there's a
because
place.
I can do a quick project, like a one skein bulky. But the thing is, like, if you're gonna make anything bigger, you need to buy lots of skeins of it because it's such short yardage for the weight of it. And I just don't buy that many skeins at one time of the same thing.
I mean, there's a place for everything. I mean, we consider ourselves yarn snobs, but we knit with it all.
Right.
We just prefer to knit with the good stuff.
Right.
And I think,
and we're choosy about the inexpensive stuff that we will knit with. But
yeah, I mean, I love me some knit picks.
I've been pretty impressed with knit picks too.
Oh my gosh, for the price, it's insane. But if you have the opportunity to treat yourself, highly recommend. And so now, I bought that lace weight skein of that deep turquoise. I bought that like way before the Yarn Ambassador thing happened. Right. So now I'm like, I've got to knit with it because it's got like camel and
yours is the Road to China, which it has camel and silk and
cashmere.
Yeah, it's pretty luxurious.
It's like 4 or 5 blended, and I need to knit with it.
And my mom, so I was trying to help my mom with matching up some of her skeins with projects while we were together. And so I'm in her stash looking on Ravelry, and she has Road to China.
Does she?
But it's fingering weight. Or sport weight, but it's not the lace weight. But it was Road to China, and I was like,
stuff.
If you ever want to pass it on.
If you feel the need to de-stash,
I'll take it.
Yeah. So, well, I could not be more thrilled with this whole experience with the Fibre Company. Yeah. They are the sweetest people to work with.
Yeah.
And they sent us amazing yarn that we had a blast knitting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know.
Yeah.
Thumbs up to
Thumbs
them.
up.
Yeah.
Happy to do it anytime.
Yep.
Okay, so we're like 50 minutes in. We haven't even talked our regular knitting. And I have like 10,000 things. So, y'all buckle up.
I know.
Okay, let's move on to non-fiber company FOs. Do you have an FO?
Oh, I do, but you better go first because I only have one.
Okay. Okay, well, first I'll show my hoe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I bring it? Hold up. Okay, never mind. It's here somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, here's my hoe.
You finished it!
Bam.
Yay!
Oh, and I forgot my sock blocker.
Oh.
That's okay.
And I don't own them because I don't
I
knit
know better.
socks.
I know better than to ask you. Here, this will be my... And my Apple Watch fits right in the heel.
It's a sock puppet.
Hello. I'm the Stitch Surfer. There we go. Well, whatever. So it's the Stitch Surfer sock. This is One Twisted Tree, Coral, yes, and Knit Picks Stroll in the Koi Pond. And it's an Intarsia sock, and it's pretty stinking cute.
It is cute.
Sorry I didn't bring my sock blocker. It would have been a lot cuter with, but you get the idea.
Yeah. It looks great.
Yeah. So we'll see when I cast on the other one. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't unpleasant. It was just I had so much other things that I would rather knit. So that's my first one. And then I have 2 more.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
So
I finished. I had finished it last. Had I finished it? I think I finished it. Anyway, I had.
No,
blocked
you were
it.
almost finished.
I was almost finished.
It was still on the needle.
My Adama
Oh, it
cowl.
looks so good.
Ta-da! It did turn out nicely.
Yes, it did.
And look, it goes with the
blocked
shirt.
out. Yeah.
Everything goes.
Everything
with
goes
the
with denim.
So I can bring it down.
Oh, good.
If I want to. I don't know that I would necessarily. But I could.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think
like
yours is
this.
bigger than mine. It looks good.
I like
Yeah,
it like
that's
that.
cute.
Man,
It's
blown
super.
out.
Yeah.
Maybe if I go closer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
So I made a modification because I had 2 more skeins of this. I used about 1 3/4
That's
skeins.
the Spud and Chloe, right?
It's the Spud and Chloe sweater. I had about 1 60% of one, and I didn't want to break out the other skeins, so I got to the end, and I needed to do. See how
There you
that's
go.
garter, then stockinette, then garter? It was supposed to be that down here. I just made it garter and then bound off because I was going to run out.
Yeah.
So, whatever. You can't tell.
It's
Nobody knows.
fine.
And
It would have added, what, not even half an inch?
Right.
Not worth
Right.
it.
And it
Very
doesn't look
cute.
like it's not in balance because of that.
That's such a nice twist. I know you said it's not like your most favorite yarn ever, but
It feels much better now that I've blocked
Yeah,
it. It's less cottony.
Yeah.
Now that I've blocked it, but
Yeah.
knitting with
It's
it,
nice,
it was very cottony.
yeah, not the cotton's hard, hard on your hands.
So I
But
love
it makes such a good finished project. So.
It really does.
Yeah, you're not
And-
allowed to wear that on the show.
I know.
It's like
right?
you look like you look like an angel.
I am.
Ah.
So I really like it, and
Very
I'm glad we
cool.
did it. And I get a stitch marker.
I
What is
know.
the stitch marker?
It's isn't it Starry Night inspired? I think it's gonna be like a
or star shower. Well, because it's
because
a
the other
Dama
one
and
was
star
the Star
shower.
I think it's Starry Night themed somehow.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, I don't have mine yet either. Okay, so I have another FO.
I saw the Ravelry
I finished
picture.
this. I finished this so long ago. I like kind of forgot about it, but I mean, I still love it. But there's just been so much other.
Your eye picture.
I can go rob a bank afterwards.
It looks great. Gosh.
So this is the Conjunction Cowl by Susie White, Prairie Girl Susie. Love it. I'm so impressed with this pattern.
I'm impressed too.
It is so stinking fun.
Uh-huh.
Like, this was my just like dark knitting, you know, like I did not have to think about it. It was, but the result looks super complicated. But it's not.
But you have to purl, right?
You do have to purl.
Okay.
But I mean, that's
Which is
literally
fine.
like the most, yeah.
Right.
There's purling and slipping of stitches.
It's beautiful.
Shut up.
I know.
And my except don't shut up. Keep talking.
Well, my
Tell me how
mother's
beautiful.
been a bit obsessed with the
Found pottery.
Yes. Since she saw it on the last
These are
podcast,
both,
so we looked for it.
Oh, these are both Mad Tosh. Sport weight. The white is Found Pottery, and it's whitish cream with blips. All these beautiful blips. And the blue was Plunge. Shut the front door. I love it.
Beautiful.
And the Plunge has some silk in it, so it's and they both have a little bit of cashmere.
Nice.
So it's the perfect yarn for like being so close to you. I mean, for me, because I'm not sensitive to wool at all. It does have wool in it, but oh man, you add a little bit of silk in there, and it's like, yeah, I want it as close to me as possible. Right. So yes, loved it. I talked about it more last time, so I won't, you know. But I love it. Conjunction Cowl by Susie White. Do it.
Adorable.
Do it. Okay. Oh, and I think this will make like a super cute hat. Look how much that left over.
Oh gosh, you had a lot left.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, you could totally do a hat.
Hat. Even if it's a kid hat, you know, like.
Right.
So, yeah, that's always exciting when you can get another bonus project. Okay, and you only had that?
Yep, just the Adama.
So I have one more, and I just finished it. You know how you said yours was like still wet? Mine's basically, yeah, it's still kind of wet.
I don't know this one. You did it! Oh.
And I blocked it on a balloon last night, so it's kind of like.
Does Amelia know?
Yes. So it's kind of like weird, but.
Oh, it's adorable!
So cute! The pandemonium hat.
Oh, so cute.
So our local knit group for September we're doing Fair Isle, but I couldn't. Her birthday was last Friday, and so I cast it on in honor of her birthday, and then.
And we're pretty relaxed.
I have another project I'm gonna make.
Oh.
I have these little that hilltop cowl that I was talking about that got my stupid picture got on the pattern page. It has a matching mitt pattern, and I've held on to the scraps from the cowl to make these mitts for over a year now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm gonna just get them done.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
They've been together in a project bag for a year.
Right.
So I'm gonna do those for the Fair Isle knit along instead of, because once I start a Fair Isle hat, I cannot stop.
Right.
Can't stop, won't stop. So I finished it last night.
That is adorable.
Isn't it cute? And this, okay, so it looks like basic Fair Isle, right?
Yeah.
Look at it again.
Is it Antarja?
No, it's Fair Isle.
Oh.
But there's 3 colors in some of those rows.
Oh.
Because you have to do gray, black, and white.
Oh,
that was my first
right.
time. It doesn't start until like after this black line. And I went, oh, I have to do 3 colors. This is a free pattern, by the way, BT dubs.
I can't believe that's free.
I know. So I figured out that but it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, oh, I was thinking this is super simple 2-color Fair Isle, but it's not. Hello, there's 3 colors. There's actually 4 colors total.
True.
But yeah, there's 3 colors in some of these rows. Basically from the black line
in
up.
Between the, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to think about it for a second.
Wow.
So this is Knit Picks DK Swish, which I love. Feel how soft that is.
It is soft.
And Is it
acrylic?
No, it's a mixture, I think.
Oh, okay.
It might have some acrylic in it, but it's a mix. It's mainly wool. It's so soft. Perfect for a picky little kid who will say that it's scratchy. It's not like.
I remember thinking all hats were scratchy when I was a kid.
Both of my kids are like, "Where's my hat? Where's my scarf? Yeah, I don't like it. It's scratchy."
Right.
So it's gray, and the black and white, they're all DK Swish. I'm sorry, Knit Picks DK Swish. And this blue is from my failed brioche hat.
Oh,
the
that's
blue
right.
that I turned into a headband.
Yeah.
That's the blue from that. And so I put it, I let her choose, but I said, you don't want this as the brim because it is scratchier. Like it's very crunchy. And it's Cloudborne. I mean, it's fine. It wouldn't bother me, but it would bother her.
That wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother me.
I think it would bother me.
But it would definitely bother her. So, but it's perfect on top of her head. She's not gonna.
Right.
And I think it looks exactly like. I think
it does.
The pattern picture has these same colors, which was total accident. I was trying to convince her to put a green up here.
Oh,
I have a jade green in the knit picks, and she was like, "But I really like that blue." And I was like, "Well, you're my kid, so of course we're gonna go for the blue." But so fun.
I can't believe you got it away from her today.
Well, I was really glad that I finished it literally the night before podcasting. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have
gotten it from her. Yeah.
Like if I would have finished it and then we don't podcast for a week, you might not be seeing the actual hat on the podcast.
It'd have to be pictures.
Because she's like, "Mine!"
Right.
I surprised her with it this morning.
Oh.
It is a little bit wet, but not
right.
Wet. I blew up a balloon inside it last night just to.
You didn't want to use your hat?
Well, it's an adult size hat, but I went down a needle size to make it kid sized, and with it being Fair Isle, it's a bit tight. So, and I didn't want to stretch it out too much by putting it on my mannequin head.
Your tension is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, there's just no puckering. It's wonderful.
Thank you. There is one little gray, but that is not my tension. I don't know what's up. I've had to fix this one little gray. It keeps trying to bump out right there. But all I do is just kind of pull it in the back, and it's fine. I don't know. I might put a stitch in the back or something.
Interesting.
But otherwise, it's
oh, that's great.
It knit up nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. You should be proud.
Thank you. I love Fair Isle hats. They're
I know. Okay, are we whip crapping?
Stella, you can't say crap on the podcast.
I know. We don't want an explicit rating. Are we whip cracking?
Thank you for forever ruining that for me. Now I'm having to laugh every time. Oh, I got hot. I got that rush of like.
You're having hot flashes today.
So it happens, man. It happens. Yes, let's.
Okay.
I only have 2.
I only have 1. Because I'm still working on the spice market, but it's not interesting enough to talk about again.
I want to see
end.
that. I want to see that.
I think I'll be finished by the next one.
Okay.
So mine is Fair Isle, so I'll go next.
Oh, yay!
Okay.
Oh,
so
yay!
I started the rock, paper, scissors, Smith.
Fun.
This is all I have. You really can't see much.
That is such a fun looking pattern.
It is such a fun looking pattern. It is very well written.
Oh, good.
I have never done Fair Isle with double pointed needles. I've only ever done projects big enough that I had, just went around in a circle.
And do you not like magic loop?
I do like magic loop. I did magic loop for the steeking practice. And
didn't like it for Fair Isle.
Didn't like it for Fair Isle.
Yeah, I didn't really like it either.
Yeah, because I ended up with too tight a tension.
Yeah, it wonkies up your tension.
That because normally when I'm magic looping and I start a new needle, I pull really tight so there's no gap.
But you can't do that in Fair Isle.
And I usually do that in double points also.
I hadn't even thought of that.
You have to be very conscious. So I'm either going to have crazy loose tension right here that I'm going to have to tighten up in the back somehow, or it's going to be perfect. We'll see. It's not going to be too tight. Gotcha. There is no way this is going to be too tight. But I'm doing it in Knit Picks palette because that's what well, I'm doing it in palette because I didn't have the colors in my stash for doing that for the pattern. And so they did theirs in palette. I needed to order Stroll anyway for the Christmas light Stranger Things cowl.
You didn't have your yarn? Oh, you've had this yarn for a while.
Yeah, I've had it since then.
Okay. So I was like, I was thinking you were saying you just ordered it. I was like, you started that 6 months ago.
Right. No, I ordered this back then too because I'm like, I'm ordering. What else do I need?
Yes. Well, you get free shipping after $50.
Exactly.
So.
And then that way I was able to split with Jennifer.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. You know, because anyway.
You only need a skein and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
For
Stranger Things.
So
I love gray and white.
It's adorable. These colors are great. I will say the yarn is scratchier. It's rougher than I'm used to. I think it'll be fine for mitts. I don't know what other, I mean, I think people have made sweaters out of palette, but it's not.
I'm wondering if it softens
coarser.
up because it's
it could.
It's like kind of famous for its sterile sweaters.
And I can see how, because it's grippy. You know, like it grips.
I hope
to
it softens up because I just ordered a sweater quantity of it for a future project.
It is 100% Peruvian Highland wool.
Okay, so yeah,
it's just not merino.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
But
cashmere.
my sweater, I'm making that Henley out of it. And so you have to wear something under that. So I'm not super worried about it.
So I like it. This didn't take me very long. You have to do a tubular cast on. I'm not super happy with my tubular cast on. I used a tutorial where it's different than what I've done before.
Okay.
I think the Solda Teague tutorial is a really good one, and that's what I used in the past, but you have to do it on a straight needle, which I guess I could because this is straight. And my last project was in the round, so you have to cast on with the tubular on a straight needle and then move it onto your circulars. So I was trying to avoid doing that.
Yeah. It depends on what you have the brain space for.
Right.
How am I feeling today?
Right. So this one you still did it straight. I need to seam up the first 4 rows. It just makes an edge, whereas I feel like tubular's not supposed to make an edge. It's supposed to look completely uniform. And so anyway, again, I'll do it on this one.
Blocking may work.
You never
wonders.
know.
Who knows?
But
so it looks awesome, and I love. It's gonna be. Oh, I love that dark gray with that white.
It does look really. Oh, I'm losing.
Don't lose stitches.
The dark gray and the white are really great.
It's gonna be
awesome. That's what the pattern called for. I literally got the colors and everything that the pattern called for.
Gosh.
It
does happen.
I have to make make set.
You have to make 4.
So the other one is going to be red and white. It's really pretty red. That's all she has. But this is not very much
What color red? Because that's what I ordered for my sweater.
Cayenne, maybe?
I ordered pimento, I think.
It could be
I'll show you on the next one.
I don't know. I think I was torn between the two because they have so many colors in palette.
That's why it's so awesome for Fair Isle.
Right. So like you have 4 reds to choose from, and you can hardly tell. Yeah, it's there's monitor differences.
And they try to describe them, but you can only describe like a burgundy plummy wine. And it's like I don't know. So that's my one whip. Well, it's cute. Thank you. We did have a lot of other knits.
And that's going to count for September also, for September knit along.
Mine, I feel like I should try to knit something else because I literally finished it before September.
No, that's true. You're not even doing it in September.
Yeah, so I'm going to do those mitts instead.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cast this on because I am teaching a class in January at the Arlington Hand Knitters Guild. And I'm going to teach a Afterthought Heel class. So I need a sample.
Oh, that is so cute.
So I literally cast this on just to have something to knit on during the yarn crawl, which I will talk about in a little bit.
Oh my gosh, we haven't even gotten to yarn crawl.
I know.
Or my vacation.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be a long one,
Epic episode. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to be fast. So this is, I cast it on thinking I would get like this much done, and apparently I've had a lot of
sitting around knitting.
Like there's been a lot of car knitting happening between the crawl and like stuff at my kids' school, and I've just So I cast this on the night before the crawl, and I drove the first day, so I didn't knit anything. And then the second day I rode with Amber, and I got like this much done, and then I've done the rest just sporadically since. But this yarn,
it is adorable. There.
And that's mint. That's
is that Mad Top? I mean, mustache?
Mad Top. Yes. Of course. I know it's blowing out the mint. This stripe here, these are mint. It's not showing up, but they're this aqua mint.
Did I do that?
There, that's a little bit better, but it's deeper. It's blowing it out.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So yeah, this is from Mustache, and it's from the Erin Lane Club that I was in last year.
Oh.
I didn't pick this out. Can you believe it?
It is adorable.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like totally my color, and it came with this matching bag. Look at that. They'll probably both blow out, but oh, that's better. That's a little bit better. I mean, how stinking perfect is that?
Right.
This is called Bahama Breeze, and I have no idea if she still sells it or not, because this was for a club. But I think, if you go on Ravelry, there's some people destashing it, because that's what happens with a club yarn.
Oh, right.
A lot. If
you don't like it,
if you don't like it, I definitely destashed some yarn immediately from the club because I didn't like it. But not this one. I was like, I'm keeping. And so the pattern I'm doing, you might notice it's just a tube. I'm doing the Afterthought Everything socks.
Oh.
So you start with a cuff, you do a tube, you end with a cuff. So it's going to be a long tube with 2 cuffs on the end. Then you cut it in the middle for your toes, and then you cut in your heel. No waste yarn. This is all.
That is an Afterthought Everything.
Afterthought Everything. Yeah. So I'll cut it in half for toes and cut in heels at my class.
That's pretty awesome.
I know.
So do people that are taking the class, do they have to come with a tube knitted?
I told the lady that it would be best if they did come with a sock ready to have a heel cut in, but that's kind of why I'm doing this one, because this will get me,
you can show it 4
3
times.
Separate cuts. Like it'll get me 1 cut in the middle and 1 cut for each heel. That's 3 separate times that I can literally do one-on-one with someone. And then I thought I might let them cut up my ugly dyed sock blank that I dyed.
Oh.
Because it would work. You could cut holes in it.
It's true, you can.
Just like it was because it's a knitted piece of fabric.
Right. That's true.
I thought it was.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I'm not anti you chopping that thing up.
Right.
So that's my one whip, which actually got way more work than I was expecting, but I'm happy with it. And so I'm happy that I'm going to get it done quicker than I thought, because then I can, I don't have to like stress about my class. And my class is not until January, so I've got plenty of time. And then my other whip is tiny, because it's a long-term project. So this is the beginnings of a lace weight sweater for me. Yeah, this is from Fibre Lady. That's on the Yarn Crawl, and I actually bought this 2 years ago on the Yarn Crawl.
I love the color.
But okay, so it's like, let's see.
It looks like
it's
bikini top.
Right, I know now. It's a little like covering up the bits.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it the shoulders?
It's the shoulders. I'm trying to. Okay, so I think it's actually like, I don't know. It's somewhere. So you knit one little patch, and then you knit the other one, and then I just cast on and joined them. So you literally knit one, and then you leave it on your needle, and it's just dangling there while you knit the second one, which was kind of funny and weird. And then I did like backwards loop cast on and knit them together.
You didn't twist them.
No.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. So this is bamboo cotton.
Oh, interesting.
Blend. I know, and it's pretty
Is
nice.
it heavy?
No.
Huh. Because I've knit with bamboo before and it's heavier.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe because it's lace weight.
Right.
So this is like 1,000 yards. I have 2 skeins of this. But feel the fabric it makes. It's lovely.
Oh, that is nice.
And I think I'll actually wear this.
Right, because it won't be
Oh,
heavy.
I haven't even told you what I'm making.
Oh, right.
I'm making, in preparation of
For the
Knitting
retreat?
in the Hills.
No.
I'm making Little Bird by Vera Valimaki.
Wow.
It's this beautiful,
And that's lace weight.
Yeah.
It's knit lace weight.
Yes.
Wow.
and it's got this texture.
Oh, it does. You can't see it in the picture. I'll put pictures.
Yeah, put pictures. But look at that texture.
Yeah.
And so it's a pullover, and it has just lines of different. There's a couple like different lace patterns. I guess there's two different lace. So it's just this textured loveliness, and I think this color is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to show off.
Color.
It's going to show off the texture.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
it's a baby right now.
Nice.
I'm not going to show it every week.
Right.
I
know.
If I get done in the next,
There better be some major progress.
if I get done in the next 6 months, I'll be happy.
Oh my gosh.
Because I really want to get it done before the retreat.
Right.
Okay, so that's my only other whip. But that is a good opportunity to go into the yarn crawl really fast. Did you crawl at all? You were gone.
Did not crawl at all.
Okay.
I really had every intention of crawling.
Well, it happens. I didn't do it last year.
The weekend before and the weekend
It's
after.
a horrible time of year. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all, but it is. They didn't ask my opinion. But so this kind
So
of.
did you have to order those books? The interpretation?
One of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is kind of trophies and yarn crawl talk, just real fast. So I did do the crawl, the DFW Yarn Crawl. I was on a team sponsored by West 7th Wool, of course, because I love them. The Wonder Woman team. And basically our whole knit group was on that team plus some.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it was lots of fun. We'll put in some pictures. There was Wonder Woman swag and people dressed up in costumes and
Kimber made the cutest Wonder Woman
bags.
project bag.
Yes. And there was raffle prizes. It was just so much fun. And so I restrained myself. I did not buy very much. The first year, okay, so you get this bag at your first yarn shop that you visit on the crawl. They give you one of these bags, and it's not fancy. Like it's just that
tie-back material.
Yeah. But it's great, and so you carry it around for your crawl. And this is like blindingly yellow. It's
I know.
in real life, so it's flowing out. The first year, I filled this bag overflowing
No.
with yarn.
Oh my gosh.
Like a couple of sweater quantities. I mean, I went crazy. So I feel like I did very well this year, and I didn't crawl last year. I think I went to one shop last year. So I haven't really done it in 2 years, and I restrained myself. It helped that we had just registered for the retreat, so I had no monies.
That does help.
But I was even good. I didn't charge anything. So the first stop obviously was West 7th Wool, where I got Interpretations Volume 4 because hello, we're gonna meet them.
Yes.
This is by Joji Locatelli and Vera
Valimaki.
I always want to start with an M, and I know it's not right. I'm like Malawaki, whatever. So it's beautiful.
Yeah, I've always loved these books. I don't know why I haven't bought them because I see when I see them.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I'm so bad. Like I'll just buy the pattern on Ravelry, and so I am, and now I'm gonna get them all. So I ordered this one on Amazon. This is the first one. And I actually ordered 1 and 2 from Amazon, and the second one my order got canceled. So I'm gonna get, and so I bought this one at West 7th Wool. So I called her, and she's gonna hold volume 2 for me and order volume 3 for me because she didn't have volume 3.
I should call her and see if I can add on to that.
Yeah, so she's going to order volume 3, and she'll probably order more than one because it's hard to get.
Is it?
Yes. I'm like, what is up? So I'm going to end up having that Henley pattern twice.
Oh, because you'll have it in the book.
Because I bought it during that sale, and then I'm going to get the book. Whatever, don't care. Hope he can have my money twice. Don't care. So I got these 2 books. I got this one at West 7th. That was my first Yarn Crawl purchase. So is it super lame or super annoying if I bring all 4 for them to sign?
No, not at all.
Should I only bring one?
No, bring them all. Okay. Bring them all.
I'm bringing them all.
Yeah.
And they're tiny, so it's perfect. So those will, and I'm already using.
And then Interpretations 5 comes out.
I know.
In March, which March is when the retreat is. So fingers crossed they'll
that we
have
get an early
there.
release or something. That would be amazing.
Something.
I would so buy it. Right
oh my
now.
gosh.
So yes, so volume 4 is where my little bird pattern came from, which is exciting because I'm like bought it and I instantly started using it.
Right.
So after West 7th, my other West 7th wool purchases were, sorry, like a crinkly bag.
She's got to dig on down.
I gotta dig. Okay, so I won this. This was a raffle prize.
Oh,
it's like a reusable sandwich bag or snack bag.
Cute.
But for us, it's project bag, or
right,
Notions pouch. So I won that, and then West 7th Wool gave me a
tape measure.
Tape measure, thank you. I'm like,
I know. Yeah.
Words are hard. Oh no, this is all freebie stuff. Sorry. Oh, so I bought this. I've been wanting a craft badge for
What are
a
you
while.
gonna put it on?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna ask for a French
supply
field bag for Christmas.
I need to see one in person
They're so expensive. I want one so bad. If you're destashing one, let me know. If I really do want one. So I got a crafter badge and I got a West 7th Wool enamel pin. Isn't that cute?
They do have a good logo.
I love their logo. That letterpress. So yeah, I'll put this on a bag too.
Right.
But I was keeping them nice for the podcast. There's my sunglasses.
Been missing those for a week.
Yeah, the Hot Mess Express has arrived. Okay, and so so I won this, and this is all. So each store was giving out these, like you scan the QR code and you get this stitch. It's like stitch patterns. So you scan the code and it gives you, like it loads that pattern on your phone.
Oh.
So it was just these were handouts at all the different stores.
Neat.
So it's kind of fun.
That's cool.
And I like how they kind of make like a nice little set.
Right.
I'll probably never use them, but you never know.
Right.
And I got this at the Knitting Fairy.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers and some of those light bulb stitch markers.
I always use those.
I know. I just love it. It's just to show your appreciation. And a button. I love buttons too. What are you doing? Go away. Just talking to me.
She's saying it's time to go pick up the kids.
No. It says, shh, the yarn is speaking.
I like that.
Yeah. She has good buttons. She always has. That's the Knitting Fairy. And I got a needle gauge, a free needle gauge. Whatever. Love them. Can't have too many of those because I kind of feel like they don't last. I feel like I whittle them out. So after West 7th Wool, we went to, and I always say it wrong. Hold on. Georgiana Estefina. I always say Gloria. It's Georgiana Estefina. And this is a machine knitting place.
And I've never been there.
She sells some yarn on cones, but she really is more for
Finished garments.
Sells finished machine knit garments and blankets and stuff. And she sells to people who machine knit, like people who machine knit want those cones of yarn. So she, I was always kind of like, okay, I guess I'm never gonna buy anything in there.
Right. I'm not gonna machine knit.
I'm not gonna machine knit, and I can knit. Why would I buy a shirt?
Oh, is this from there? Oh, it's super cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
So I ate my words because then it was like $20.
Yeah,
she was having a sample sale.
Right.
And they're not normally.
And she only you can't normally go in there as the public, right?
I don't think so.
I think she only does this during Yarn Crawl.
And you can get a factory tour and like see the machines working and all. It's pretty cool.
I should take the kids to that
it's
one
fun.
next year.
Yeah, do it during the crawl-in for sure.
Right.
She was selling yarn cones for like super cheap, but I didn't see any. But I was kind of in a hurry, and so I bought this shirt, and it's machine. I'm wearing a tank top underneath, so it's machine knit. There, that kind of shows you how it's meshy with these little blips that are
thickness.
It's like a thick and thin yarn, and it makes these blips, and it's got stellina in it.
Yeah, but it's more than it has stellina. It's like it has a gold thread running through it. Metallic linen folded.
That says folded poo.
It's covered up.
What's happening?
Folded pox? Folded pool. Let's go with pool.
I got some folded poo to go with our whip CRAPpin. I can't see it. Okay, I'm going. That says folded poo.
It does say folded.
Okay, metallic linen. So it's metallic linen yarn.
Right.
And so it's this awesome aqua color.
It's the right color.
With gold metallic.
And did you already have that necklace?
I did. Yeah.
So
because I love teal and gold.
True.
So I already had it. And this is normally $62. And I got it for, I think, 19 or 20.
Wow. That's great.
It wasn't more than 25 for sure.
Right.
And this is a one size fits all. So I'm actually like at the top end of the one size probably. But so
I don't think so. I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
I think it'll look even more cool when it's real like boxy. Because I have all confidence that I'm shrinking. And so when it's like real full, and it'll get longer as I get. So it's just gonna look cuter and cuter, I think.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Like I'm not hot. It feels great. I never would have thought that
you would buy there.
And I probably would. If I'm going to spend $62 on a knit, I want to knit it myself.
Right. I want to buy the yarn for that.
Yeah, but for the 20, I mean, I was like, heck yeah.
Nice.
Usually you want the joy of knitting it, but I thought this was super fun.
I love it.
So I'll eat my words and I won't say, well, I'm not going to buy anything in there because I totally did. Oh, and free with purchase for the first 100 crawlers, which I was.
Because they got an early start.
Got one of these for free. It's like a hot pad.
Oh.
Oven mitt or whatever.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it cute? And you got to
gosh.
choose. There was so many to choose from with all different. There was gray and pink and.
That is
gray
adorable.
and white. Yeah, all kinds of colors and different animals too.
That was worth your $20 purchase.
Right? I mean, that just makes it even more like, yeah.
That is so cute.
Or maybe that's our screenshot. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I will never use it as a hot pad. It's way too cute.
A trivet.
I might use it as a trivet, yeah. But I don't want it to get dirty.
To grab stuff.
That's what you're supposed to use it for.
But it doesn't seem like it'd be thick
That's what
enough.
I said, and they said it was a pot holder. I said, I don't think it's thick enough, but I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
Yeah.
I just want it as a cute thing. I'm not going to use it for anything.
Right.
I loved it.
That's adorable.
And I like that it says the date, and I don't know.
Right.
Kind of a keepsake little.
Yeah.
And you could buy them, I think, for $5 a piece, but I got mine for free. Okay, and so then we continued to crawl, and I didn't buy anything else that day. And then I went Saturday with Amber, and all I bought was lunch.
Wow.
And we were gone like all day.
Then
I went Sunday with Mitch and the kids, and we went up to Pendleton Farm, and I'll put a picture in here of the kids with this so pretty barn, like this awesome looking wooden barn. And it was really neat. They had these really rare sheep that they raise, and they had a donkey and turkeys. Have you ever seen turkeys like in a cage?
Not in a cage. I've seen wild turkeys.
Yeah. Well, the guy who owns the ranch was like, we go, excuse me, are those caged turkeys? And he goes, yeah, and it's just this cage that they just can move around the pasture every day. I was like, I've never seen like caged turkeys. And he goes, well, this way we don't have to catch a wild turkey for Thanksgiving, and I think they sell them like at Thanksgiving.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But he said that if you want to like have raised turkeys, you have to cage them because they're so dumb. They just run up to coyotes like, take me, like eat me. The kids thought
That's
was
hilarious.
Yeah, the kids were like, what? But he said they're so dumb they don't run from their predators.
Oh my gosh.
So they had a cage full of turkeys. It was really interesting. I've never seen caged. Yeah. I've seen wild as well, but
right.
I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Maybe the smart was bred out of them.
I don't know.
The preservation instinct.
They don't have it.
Wow.
He said they just like jump in the coyote's mouth. Like, so dumb. So we went out there, and I didn't buy anything because they didn't have any yarn. They hadn't gotten their shipment yet. But
that's unfortunate for them.
Well, it's super tiny. I mean, I don't even know where they. I
still,
don't even know where they would have
had.
kept the yarn. Honestly,
Really?
like they're more about breeding the sheep for the wool than selling yarn.
Okay.
But they were getting a shipment, and just in time for the bus to come through.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Super nice people, but there wasn't really anything to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So then we went to Cynthia's Corner, and I didn't buy anything, and we went to lunch. Then we went out to Quixotic.
Oh, okay.
Which is like the farthest one.
And I haven't been to 90% of these places she's mentioning.
And it's in Whitesboro, super small, tiny little town. Cute yarn shop.
Yeah.
Cute. I went there 2 years ago and loved it. And they've kind of like moved into the space next door now. It's so cute. Jam-packed. I ran into the Wonder Woman designer, Clarissa Browning. I was like,
does she live near here?
She lives here actually, in Carrollton.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. She was super nice. I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, you look familiar.
I know you. Picture. Oh, I got recognized at West 7th Wool. Okay, so we had to go back to West 7th Wool the second day to get a different code.
Oh, right.
Because you're scanning these these QR codes to get points. And if you go on certain times, you get more points. And so we went back.
Oh, trunk shows too.
That's what it was. And I got recognized. Hi. It was super exciting. I forced them to take a picture with me.
Forced them. Twisted their arm.
Well, I was like, I mean, they didn't ask me for a picture. I asked them for a picture. No shame in my game. It was very fun. And, okay, so anyway, at Quixotic, I did buy...
And you had Mitch and the kids with you that
I had
time.
Mitch and the kids.
Okay.
And I bought some soap. I love this stuff.
Oh, the Allure?
The Allure in the Woodland Mist. I can't really... It's really good, though. That's my favorite one. And I didn't even know, literally until I was in the car, that they had put this in my bag. And Amelia had said, she was in there while I was checking out. She goes, can you buy a sheep? Can you buy a sheep? I was like, I'm not buying a sheep. Stop it.
Like a real sheep?
No, well, they had these little...
Cute little sheep.
Yeah. Free with purchase.
No.
Yes, look at this thing.
Oh.
It's just like a head, I guess. Like
it's
a sheep head. And it's, I mean, my kids lost.
Right.
They're dang.
Oh, I'm looking for a hole for like a puppet.
I know. No, it's not a puppet.
Oh, that's
Isn't that hilarious?
That's cute.
And she kept saying, like, I want that sheep. I want that sheep. And I was like, are you kidding me? Stop asking.
Right.
I'm not buying you a sheep. And she goes, it's in your bag. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It was like this. She snuck it in there. And I mean, it's not just for, like, I guess it was free with purchase, but I didn't.
Amelia didn't sneak it in there.
No, the owner did. The shop owner.
Right.
I mean, she probably wasn't even trying to be sneaky, but I was, like, still looking at the yarn. But, yeah. And so Amelia was like, no, you have one. I want to see it. I was like, oh, I'm the worst. I'm sorry. So, yeah, she cuddled it the whole way home.
Aww.
And then, so I needed 3 more stamps in my passport.
Oh, right.
Because I decided I was getting them all.
Since you've been that far.
Yeah, if Mitch was willing to take me and spend our Sunday, I'm going to get the rest of them.
Right.
So I had 3 more to get. So I went on Wednesday by myself, which was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I got so many podcasts to listen to, and
where were the kids?
That's cool.
Oh, cool. We just started, yeah.
That's cool. And so I went to Fibre Circle, which is the insane one that's like a 2-story house that's like crammed.
Right.
And I
haven't been there either.
I managed to buy a couple of things in there. I bought a pom-pom that I might put on the panda hat.
Oh.
It's like glaringly white.
It is. It's very white.
And I got pink highlighter tape, which I had yellow, but it's kind of running out. And so I was like, pink.
Mm-hmm.
I love this stuff.
I do too.
If you guys,
you can get it at office supplies.
Yeah,
too.
you can.
Yeah.
But
it's not just for crafting.
I was trying to support
yeah.
because I felt bad because I was like, a lot of places I wasn't buying anything, which is fine, but sometimes I feel a little bad. So I got that, and that's, I didn't bring the one skein of yarn I bought.
Oh, no way!
I know, we'll put in a picture. I bought a skein of, so I went to Fibre Circle and bought that. I went to Mckinney Knittery and bought a skein of Hedgehog in the Oracle colors right here. Isn't it gorgeous?
I love
That's the only yarn I bought on the crawl.
Wow.
And that's going to be, I'm like slowly buying skeins of Hedgehog for a faded sweater.
Oh.
So I have 3 now, like 3.5. If I can find my scraps of my other, I gotta find it. I think it'll work in there too. So I probably just need like 1 more.
Nice.
But I don't really want it until next winter when I'll be the only dork still wearing faded stuff probably.
I know, it'll be so out of style.
But I don't want to make it in my current size. So I did buy that, and I can't believe I forgot to bring it. I thought it was in here. I'm sorry.
You sure it's not in the other one?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's not for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whatever. You get the picture's probably better anyway. So yeah, and so then I went to Fibre Lady and got my last stamp and turned it in. So nice. They'll draw for winners.
The only stamp I got was Buffalo Wool Company.
Oh yeah, and that's the one thing I didn't go to.
Oh, too bad we couldn't combine ours.
Cut yours out and tape it on.
I know. Okay, I have a few trophies.
Okay.
So we went to Louisville, Kentucky to visit my aunt, and went to a yarn crossing, which is the only knitting store.
Oh, it's a store.
Louisville. Yes.
I was like, what's a yarn crossing?
Yeah, a yarn crossing. That's the name of the store.
Because I've been talking about a crawl.
It's the only knitting store in Louisville, and they're closing.
Oh no!
I mean, Louisville's not a small town.
No.
And they have a university there. So I don't know. I don't think it was economic.
It's just those.
There were 2 owners, and I think one of the owners is having health problems, and the other owner doesn't want to run it by herself. So they're.
Well, maybe someone will swoop in and like West 7th Wool did, and
that's true.
Save them.
Maybe.
Or replace them.
Right.
That's a bummer.
So we went. I don't think my mom bought anything. I didn't. Cade bought, they had a little bowl of buttons, and everything was 10% off because they're clothing.
Right.
Still didn't buy any yarn. They had some nice yarn, I just didn't talk to me. So there was a bowl of buttons, like vintage buttons, and of course Cade found the 4 orange ones, and he bought the 4 orange ones.
Okay.
So bought those, and then Zane saw this.
Oh.
And said, Mom, it's a panda. We have to get it for Amelia.
Oh, it's for Amelia?
It's for Amelia.
How sweet. It's wearing a cape, y'all.
Why won't it focus?
I don't know, but I love it.
Oh, come on. Give me something. It says try a Haya because it's from Haya.
Oh my gosh, it says try a Haya.
Yeah, try a Haya.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Can I try
Well, thank you. She will flip.
So, for Amelia, happy birthday.
And I don't let them play with mine.
Because they break them.
Because they break them.
They've broken mine.
They've broken several, and so now they're banned from touching.
Yes.
So they'll both probably
do that all day long till it breaks.
How cute is that? Thank you. Who found it?
Zane.
Thank you, Zane.
Yes, sweet Zane.
She'll send you a thank you.
Yes. So then, So that was the only one in Louisville. Then 2 days later, we went to Lexington to go on a horse farm tour. And logistics, there was miscommunication with the tour. Anyway, we ended up being able to go to 2 of 3 stores that are in Lexington. 3 stores in Lexington. Lexington's smaller than Louisville. There are 3 knitting stores.
How far away from each other are they?
Not very far. Within like a mile.
No, but like how far is Louisville from?
Oh, Louisville and Lexington are 45 minutes to an hour.
Well, that's good at least for the people in Louisville. It's not.
Yeah, they can go to
Not
Lexington.
ridiculous.
Right. So the first one we went to was Stitch Niche.
You had your own yarn crawl. You didn't.
I know, right? And there is a yarn crawl. So 65 is the highway, and there is an I-65 yarn crawl. So I think it's actually a bigger distance than DFW is. But it is the I-65 corridor yarn crawl.
That sounds fun.
That's all I know. I saw it, and I think they had just had it because I feel like I saw something. And so we went to Stitch Niche first, and I would say niche, N-I-C-H-E, but that doesn't rhyme with stitch.
The stitch niche.
Stitch niche. There you go. So it is a huge store that does quilting, needlepoint, cross stitch, crochet, knitting. They do all of the fiber art.
Wow.
So a lot of the front part was dedicated to needle crafts. And then the back part was mostly yarn, but it was a lot of acrylic yarn, like a lot of baby blanket kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they also had a huge selection of Noro, and they had Sweet Georgia.
Oh,
and
Sweet Georgia.
So they had other ones that just seemed to be, and it could have just been
maybe that's what
the way the store.
Maybe that's the market.
Well, so I was trying to explain this to my aunt, who is not involved in fiber arts at all, because we went from that one to the next one was called Rebel, or Rebel, R-E-B-E-L-L-E. Like bell, like a southern belle, but rebel.
I like rebel.
I think it's rebel. And
spelled fancy.
Right. And it was in this cute little house.
It's probably rebel.
I think it could be both.
Because B-E-L-L-E is pronounced bell, so rebel.
Right.
It kind of has a double. It's like
rebel against.
I don't know.
Right. So
I like it.
So it was a super cute little store. I don't know if it was the owner or somebody that works there a lot was in there. And this is on a Wednesday at like 1:00.
Right.
So it's not a heavy traffic day. So we were the only ones in there. And they super cute. They had Madeline Taj. They had all kinds of stuff. I will say neither one of these stores had very much local yarn.
Okay.
So it could be there's not very much local. All 3 of them.
Right.
They really didn't have much local. But again, I didn't buy anything. I did buy one thing. I did not buy any yarn, but my mother found pottery.
Oh, that's where she found it?
And they had it in a DK weight, and she had just bought some lime green that when she was traveling in New York, and so she's going to pair those. She doesn't know what yet, but
she'll find something.
Yeah. But they had...
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about this.
They had an expansion pack. I don't know if everybody's heard of it. Cards Against Humanity. It is a very, very adult card game.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
I'm not a prude, but some of them I'm like, that's too much for me. I'm a delicate sensitivity.
Not me.
So, but they had an expansion pack for it called Blowout. Okay. It's called Knitters Against Swatches.
So funny.
Instead of Cards Against Humanity, it's Knitters Against Swatches. So if you're familiar with the game, maybe the black one will show up. Oh yeah, there you go. Knitters Against Swatches. So if you're familiar with the game, there's a white card deck and a black card deck. And you use the white card deck to fill in the blank on the black card deck cards. Anyway, they're pretty. You would add this to the Cards Against Humanity, and you wouldn't play it by
like
itself.
Here's one. Next up in my Ravelry queue,
casting 600 stitches onto the wrong size needle.
But like each person would answer, and then someone. It's like apples to apples, right?
That's how it was described to my mom. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then like procrastinating and.
So those are answers to these questions.
Right.
You can find a pattern for almost anything on Ravelry. For instance,
a hand knitted Bernie Sanders doll.
That's true.
So,
like blank, I can yarn bomb that.
Using fabric scissors to cut paper, I can yarn bomb that.
That doesn't work.
That one doesn't quite work. But you get to choose.
But you get to choose, yeah.
So you have like 5 of these white cards in your hand, and then whoever's being the judge takes the black card and lays it down, and you have to decide what white card is going to fill in the blank the best. So, bringing this on the next knitting retreat.
Totally. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play.
So they wanted them just for their own little knitting group.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just gonna make them for that. But they realized like it would cost us as much to make 10 as it would to make 500. So they just went ahead and had 500 made, and they just have them there. I'm sure you can get them on their website.
I was about to say, they need to put that on like Etsy or something.
They are hilarious. I cannot wait. So there's 2 packs. They ended up making 2 versions, and I bought both packs.
Oh, okay, yay!
Of course.
I was like, can we get the other one?
I know, the more the better.
Yay!
So
yeah, because eventually you're gonna see all the answers, and
it's
not gonna be funny anymore.
Right. So I put them all together. Was I supposed to keep the expansion pack separate?
No.
So
super fun.
That's all I bought.
I love it. That is a very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've never ever seen that.
Me either.
So that's fun.
I know.
I like that.
And then and they do say on the sticker, the wrapper, it says the unofficial knitting themed expansion pack for Cards Against Humanity. Played on its own, it will provide a very short and unfulfilling experience, much like running out of yarn halfway through a sweater.
Oh man, that is funny.
Yeah.
I want to play.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can we like Skype some knitting friends
now
and like play?
Here are your cards. I'm not looking.
Yeah. I'll text you a picture of your cards. Play with me. That is too funny because you can't play that like with our husbands.
No.
They're not gonna think that's fun.
No, they're not gonna think it's funny at all.
Because I have regular Cards Against Humanity.
Mm-hmm. We do too. But
it's not knitting themed. That's awesome.
And can you imagine mixing the two? It's gonna be
My husband
hilarious.
will be like, Ravelry, isn't that website you're on all the time?
Right.
Too funny. Okay, well, I know we have gone so over time, but
know.
I have to tell you about my new favorite podcast.
Yes, please do.
Okay. He already knows who he is. Levi, I love you so much.
I still don't know. I've never heard that.
WTF Knitting Podcast.
Oh.
Really? I subscribe to it under our Woolslayers account, so you should be able to just go on there and
find it.
He is so funny.
How did you find it?
I think it was a recommendation, a YouTube recommendation, but the grocery girls talked about him.
Ah.
And he is a gay guy in Ohio, and he podcasts by himself, which I think is the hardest thing to do.
Yes.
And he is a natural. I sit there watching it. I just binged him. I started watching it like, I don't know, Thursday or Friday, and I mean, I don't get to just, because interrupted.
Right.
But I finally eventually got them all watched, I don't know, a couple of days ago. And
did you start at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you watch the newest and then go back?
No, I have to start at the beginning.
Okay.
If possible. He has, I think he just released the 10th one.
Oh, okay.
So he's right around, he started after we did, but because he's one person, he can kind of podcast whenever he wants. And so he's gotten more done in the fewer months than, because this is our 10th right now.
Right.
So, but I talk back to him. Like, people have said that to me about our podcast, and I was like, okay, head pat, like, you're crazy. I get it. Because he's talking, and I'm going, and like, talking back to him, and like, because he's kind of like me. He goes, oh, and he's like, what's the word? But he doesn't have an Allyn to tell him
to fill in the blank.
And so he just goes, I don't know. And I'm going, modifications! That's the word you're looking for. I'm like yelling at him. But I have literally like snorted up my drink. He is so funny. And when he's talking, all of a sudden he just goes, modifications! Like that. And it brings me so much joy. I love it. He came into my life. I can't wait to watch it. He came into my life at a time when I desperately needed to laugh, and he made me laugh. Oh, that's awesome. And he said something, because I guess when the grocery girls were talking about him, Jody said something about, who's that fabulous gay guy that we've been watching? And Tracy said, WTF Knitting podcast. And so when he was the next episode, he was like, the grocery girls talked about me. And then he had like his little coffee cup, and he goes, Jody, thanks for telling everyone I'm a homosexual. And I almost peed my pants. That was so my kind of humor. Like, I just was like, oh my God. Like, he's really funny.
I love it.
Like,
right.
I mean, I feel
I'm
like
not quick like that. You're quick like that. I'm not quick like that.
And I feel like his podcast is what would happen if I didn't have you to kind of like keep me.
But I don't want to keep you down.
My energy. Well, like, I try to like not be insane, but
I like Sallie. Okay. Don't listen to her.
Okay, well, maybe I'm trying to keep myself from being embarrassed. But he shouldn't be embarrassed. He's amazing, and he cracks me up.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
carpool line.
He is like the most perfect kind of obnoxious. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He's obnoxious, but in the best way possible.
Right.
I love him so much. I want to meet him. So anyway, I had to, and I feel like he's crept into my brain because I kept like singing random words, and it's because of him, because I binge watched like 10 hours of him in the last few days.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Don't stop.
Right. Oh, I can't wait to watch. Yay.
He's fantastic. So anyway, I had to give him a shout out.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Please. WTF Knitting Podcast. Go watch it.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway. Cool. So I think that's finally everything. Sorry, guys. It's only like 2 hours in.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, watch out for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Yes. Enter the tank along if you can. Mm-hmm. We will
Team
Brights, the Fibre Company Team Brights. All of the hashtags, all the information will be in the show notes below and on our Ravelry page. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.
This was so much fun.
I know.
We'll
my cheeks hurt.
I know. I kind of have a headache from laughing at Levi. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Don't forget to slay. When it's like,
I want to style it the way they had it in the pattern, because that's what I loved about it.
It's so pretty.
With the brioche was kind of,
and then that was just
out,
cool
and this was here. But then they also did it.
I want to live somewhere cold.
Not me. I like our heat.
I don't.
Then they also did it.
Ooh, that looks really pretty.
Turned half and half. No. I'm not doing it right. I'm going to pull it up.
I love the white. I love this side of it even more than the other side. It is still wet.
It is. And it's been drying for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I put it in front of the fan.
But I'm not sure if you've got it folded right. But I like having this white part on the outside.
Okay, so see, that's how they did it first on there.
I hate it when it's not on a person. Oh, cute. Okay, so the lace is on the...
But they kind of pull... It's because it's on a mannequin that's more narrow, they could pull the lace over to the side.
Mm-hmm. But then this was folded. Oh, yeah.
I'm not wearing it like that.
No.
Or you get both colors of it, like that.
Maybe pull that out.
To see the lace. Well, the thing is, the lace is smaller.
Yeah.
Like, I made a couple mods so that the lace wouldn't be smaller. You know I gotta take it off now.
Oh, I know. I'm hot just looking at it.
There. Like that, you can see all 3 layers.
It's really cute. It looks good with that denim. Sure. It really does.
Pull my sleeves out of my
Sorry, Phil.
I know. Okay.
It's such a cool pattern. I wish I didn't hate brioche.
I loved it. It did take twice as long as it should have because it was brioche. Now I got fiber everywhere.
I haven't even showed you mine yet.
I know. I'm keep peeking at it. Hold on, I gotta get this fiber.
I know. But honestly, it's not as bad as most bulkies.
Is it?
Like, I've used... Oh, we should talk about it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can see it.
Do you want me to get...
Can you see it? On the side.
Oh, I don't see it.
Maybe it
You
came
sure?
out. It came out.
I was like, you want me to blow on it? Oh, wait, it's on your nose. There it is!
Oh my god.
Not that anyone but me would see that, but
No.
it would go in your nose.
Right. Okay. My hair looks semi-dry.
I like it. I think it looks good. I like your little flips. They make me happy because mine's just like...
I know, but your haircut looks